Welcome to day 43 of our school year. Let's go ahead and get this filled in. All right. Let's get down our beginning fraction. So we have a total of 180 school days. We're on day 43. We need to see if that numerator 43 is prime or composite. It's not even, so I'm going to check on my prime number sieve. And 43 is prime. Since it's prime, the prime factorization is done for it. The only prime number I can divide by is 43. So that's it. That is its prime factorization. 180 though, we still need to do. Let's see, it ends in a 0, so I could divide by 5. I can get 3 groups of 5 out of 18. That leaves 30, so that's 6 groups of 5 out of 30. That's even, so I could divide by 2. Half of 3 I can't do, so half of 2 tens though is 1 10, and then half of 16 is 8. It's even again, so I could divide by 2. I get 9. 9 I could divide by 3. I get 3. 3 is prime, and we are done. Okay, so let's list our prime factors from least to greatest. 2 times 2 times 3 times 3 times 5. And then our numerator is 43. Do you see any factors in both the numerator and denominator? Be careful, there's a 3 here. But that is part of 43. It's not separated out and multiplied. So there is no number 3. There's the digit 3, but no number 3. And there's no 43 as a factor. So there's nothing to circle, and when there's nothing to circle, our greatest common factor is 1. So let's make our groups of 1. Done. How many total groups of 1 do we have? 180. How many are shaded in? 43. Okay, but we still would like to prove that in a different way. I'm going to divide both of these by 1. So 180 divided by 1. (43) divided by 1. So if I do 100 times 1 is 100. Numbers the same, zeros the game, more on top, no need to stop. Now you may have already figured out that 180 works, but I just want to show you that you could get to the answer in more than one way. Okay, and then 80 times 1 is 80. Numbers the same, zeros the game. If you get to the answer faster, that's fine, but I'd rather you get to the right answer slowly than the wrong answer quickly. So always make sure you're being precise more than fast. All right, here 40 times 1 is 40. More on top, no need to stop. And then 3 times 1 is 3. Numbers the same, zeros the game. Add those partial quotients and we get 43. So now we need to do our checking with our inverse operation. Divisor times quotient plus remainder. Divisor times quotient plus remainder. But since our remainder for both is 0, and the identity property of addition says when you add 0 it stays the same, we don't need to actually add 0. And what ends up happening here is we have the identity property of multiplication that says when you multiply by 1, it stays the same. One group of 0, one group of 80, one group of 100, one group of 3, one group of 40. Stays the same. So 43 matches 43. 180 matches our dividend of 180. So yes, our fraction is definitely 43 180ths. All right, now it's time to fill in our data collection page.
We're still in trimester 1, week 10. Today is 10/8/19, and our fraction for today is 43 180ths. 43 is a prime number. It is not a factor of 180, so it means our greatest common factor was 1. Since we made groups of 1, you do not have to get your number line out, but I do want to show you it's right here, and that there are no lines lined up underneath, because this is our simplest form. It is our equivalent fraction in lowest terms. Okay, so go ahead and erase your worksheet, and thank you for joining me.